It's day 3. I'm here with the legend.
Hello.
He said hello and his voice wasn't breaking there like he was in puberty. We have not, as a group, had the most successful time so far. We had fun yesterday. Magnus did well on the first night with Andy. On Friday, it found out we now get emails from the NGS. Matt had his 17th worst session of the year, and he's played 17 times. So our session with Matt on Friday, and my session with Matt on Friday, was his worst of the year. It might have been mine, I can't remember. Won't be far off. There was a hand yesterday. This is your hand. You have singleton, Jack 10 to 5, Jack 8 to 5, 10x. And it's an instructional hand for going beyond the auction. So they bid a spade on my right. I'm clearly not bidding most on this hand. I passed. And they bid 3 hearts on my left, which was some sort of spade raise, Bergen style, mixed raise. I can't remember the exact. I think it was like 7 to 9 full card support or something. And over 3 spades, partner, vulnerable, wanders in with 4 clubs. And they bid 4 spades on my right. I haven't got a bid, pass, pass, pass. So partner's bid 4 clubs, brilliant. Partner's told me what to lead. I lead the 10 of clubs, and dummy goes down with this. Now dummy goes down with something like ace to 4, queen x, queen to 5, something like that. And my 10 of clubs holds at trick 1. He goes 10, small, small, small. Oh my God, partner has wandered into at the 4 level vulnerable with a 5 card suit. So I'm like, which red suit do I switch to? I don't know. I honestly do not know at this point in the hand which red suit to switch to. So at trick 2, I played a second club, which goes small, jack, rough, you know, whatever. Now it goes 9 jack rough or something, and then Declara leads a top spade and everyone follows. And Andy followed with the, I can't remember the exact spade, but it was a small spade. And then Declara plays another spade. What do we do? Well, how many signals has Andy sent you now? She sent you 2. She had ace king jack of clubs, so she could have played the ace of clubs in the second club without conceding a club trick. You know, she's still being able to cover all the pips in dummy. So the jack of clubs, suit preference for diamonds, and her lowest spade, suit preference for diamonds. So here, what are we throwing away? Well, the first discard is clearly going to be a diamond. You can afford to throw a diamond, and he signaled them. And then Declara draws a 3rd spade. So you now know Andy follows to the 3rd spade. So I think it went king of spades, spade to the ace spade. And Andy follows to the 3rd spade. And again, she's just played her spades up the line. So she's got diamonds. And I lazily just threw a heart. I kept jack to 4 on both red suits. But what on earth has she bid 4 clubs on? She must have compensating shape, and she's turned up with 3 spades. She won't do it with just like a 3-2-3-5 hand. She's going to be something like 3-1-4-5 or 3-4-1-5. And if you trust her signals, if that's the case, Declara will have 5 of the other red suit. So I was just lazy. I went discarded a diamond and then discarded a heart, and then there's the full hand. Declara just cashed 5 hearts. Well, rough only needs to rough 1 heart, only had 1 chump left, so they made it. And I was a bit lazy there. I thought, oh, I can't really cost jack to 4, jack to 5, jack to 5. Oh, Magnus has spotted a lovely lady in the crowd, and yeah, that was just a bit lazy for me. And that was in a match where we had like 3 dead boards. So here's the crew and some seagulls who are crowing and looking for food. So I don't think I'd risk eating outside here. I know what seagulls in Scarborough are like. So yeah, I wouldn't. They would fly down and swoop in and eat some stuff, even if it's vegan or whatever, bacony. So here we are at the place opposite the venue. Lots of bridge players in this room. I can see them all already. And we're going to go 2 days of Swiss pairs. We're not going to lower our NGS anymore. We're going to do well. We're going to do well. This is the food and ice cream parlour that we've been eating breakfast at and lunch yesterday. I've got the coffee. Magnus is being attacked by a seagull, it seems. So we're going into draw seats now. We've got another 5 minutes before start time or something. So we wander in, draw the best we can. We've been chatting bridge with people. I really like doing that as a thing before an event, just chatting and maybe talking about a couple of hands, because I think it gets your brain in gear. From a personal point of view, when I used to go to matches and stuff in the Yorkshire leagues back when I was, improving. Just driving in and people giving each other hands from the club, or just hands, even if they were easy to solve, not like trick problems or anything, just easy hands to solve. Do you want to draw us a table? It warms you up. It's a bit like when I used to play pool. You would have a knock-up before the start, you would practice, just get your arm in, and when I was playing badminton, you'd warm up before you played, and this is exactly the same. So here we go. We've got 69. 69. We're pair 69. No comments will be made. And there's already significantly more people than yesterday. I've seen some people who weren't here yesterday. So, and you can see there's more tables in use than yesterday. That row there wasn't used, and we're going all the way to the back. So we're looking for table 16. No, we're not. If we're 69, we're looking for table 35. So I think we're on table 35? No, we're on table 69. We're pair 137. So this is the room if you haven't seen it. Lots of people. It's a really big event, one of the biggest I've seen in the UK, to be honest. So that's really good. Never has his bid. Never has his bid. Hi, Steve. So, oops. Okay, here we go. Table 69. Table 69. I'll go north, and we're ready to start. I'll be back in a sec with some hands. We've learnt some lessons so far. We've learnt what 2 hearts doubled scores, minus 470. We've learnt what 3 hearts doubled at 1 scores, minus 730. We've learnt that 4 to the 9 doesn't constitute a penalty double. So, errors were made, but they were learning opportunity errors. I think, and I might be in the wrong here, and I've obviously made a bid that it's confuzzled partner. This is my hand, and I have 2 low void, ace queen to 4, 7 solid, and I'm dealer. So I open the club, the overcall 1 heart on my left, and partner makes a negative double, and it goes pass. So obviously when they pass and don't raise hearts, something's going on. Maybe partner's got 4 or 5 hearts, maybe this guy's kind of got 6 and a good hand or something, but all you know is partner's got 4 spades and enough points to bid at the 1 level. That's what you've got. So opposite that, what do you want to do? Well, you could still make 3N easily. You've got 8 tricks in your own hand. I mean, I could rebid 3N and hope partner's got hearts on. That feels like a bit of a gamble. I could rebid 3 clubs. That could be passed. I could rebid 2 diamonds. That could be passed. So what I want to do is make some sort of forcing bid, and I think you've only got 2 options here. You can bid 2 hearts, which is just a generic force, or you could bid 3 diamonds. If I've got something like a forcing hand with 4 diamonds and 6 clubs, that's the sort of thing I might do. A bid 3 diamonds here. So that's what I did. I think it's more descriptive. And if you've got something like, if you can make 6 diamonds or something when they're 4/4 diamond fit, and but you haven't got 12 tricks and 6 clubs, this is the sort of bid that's going to get you there. If you don't bid diamonds now, you're probably never going to find your diamond fit, probably. So I bid 3 diamonds, and this goes 3 hearts on my left, and partner doubles this. I'm like, well, that's got to be penalties. Not just because I've got a void in my hand, it's because can it really be takeout? He's already shown 4 spades, and I've shown both minors. What would he be taking out into? He would just bid his best minor if he's got minor support. So he must have hearts here. So now I've got 2 choices. Do I pass this out, or do I bid 3N? And then I went back to the fact that my right-hand opponent hasn't raised hearts. There's a very good chance partner's got 5 hearts here, and we're love all. So 3N's going to score like 430 or whatever, depending on how many tricks partner has. If he's got, let's assume he's got a heart stop and like a slow spade stop or something, we're going to make 9 or 10 tricks. So let's say 430. So we need to get 500 from this, and if partner's got 5 hearts, we can probably just force them out of the game here. We can just go Partner can lead a minor. I can keep playing clubs through, maybe give partner some roughs or over roughs or something like that. And all we need to do is force them once, and partner and declare have got the same amount of trumps there. Even if partner's hearts are something like king, jack, small, small, we're going to make 2 or 3 tricks in my hand, 2-ish trump tricks in partner's hand, and maybe a spade. So, I don't know, maybe 3-hand's a safer bet in terms of it's always going to score 430, but I kind of went for the goal and hoped partner had 5 hearts there. They did not. This is the full hand. Partner thought 3 diamonds is a splinter, a green spades, which I understand that if you think 2 diamonds is a reverse, but I think when it goes a heart double pass, you sometimes have to force to bid 2 diamonds on hands that aren't necessarily super strong. I mean, it has to be a sort of reverse because you are forcing partner to 3 clubs if they prefer clubs. You are raising up a level. However, I don't think it's forcing. So because 2 diamonds isn't forcing, 3 diamonds has to be forcing with diamonds. I don't think, personally. And I think this will split opinions. There might be people who play it one way or people who play it the other way. But if you play that 2 diamonds doesn't promise extras, like super extras, then you just have to bid 3 on this hand, maybe. The safer bet would have been to bid 2 hearts forcing. If I bid 2 hearts forcing, and then partner bids, and then maybe on my next opportunity I can bid 4 diamonds or something to show maybe 6-4 in the minors, and we get to like 6 diamonds makes. So people have bid and made 6 diamonds, played by my hand because no one's ever leading a spade with the hand with the hearts. So 6 diamonds has made a few possibilities, but obviously even 6 diamonds one off doesn't score as poorly as minus 730. So we lost that match 18-2. We had multiple errors. I mean, we had some good boards. We didn't get completely blitzed, but we're going to be going down the bottom. We're going to Swiss Gambit, go down the bottom, maybe get an easier match hopefully, and then work our way up the field. Magnus wants me to do this hand specifically. We got far too high. We won the match. We played Gizzy. Looked around all the tables near us. We've lost 18-2 the first match, and then we played Gizzy. Then looked around all the tables next to us. I don't know any of the people next to us, or at least not by first name basis. So we got a much tougher match than we should have done on an 18-2 loss, given the other people in our area of the field were much easier draws. And anyway, we won 12-8 or something like that. 12-8, yeah. So possibly thanks to this board that we won, maybe. I mean, we didn't get a top, but I think there was mistakes in the bidding, but no mistakes in the play. Okay, I think that's fair, isn't it, Magnus? Mistakes in the bidding, no mistakes in the play. And so I'll just show you the north-south cards and what to do. You get to 6 diamonds. Yes, I know 6 clubs looks a lot better, but you get to 6 diamonds. And the bidding had gone a spade, 2 diamonds, and North splintered in hearts. North gambled that South had 5 diamonds because it's very difficult for North to show the clubs and then to show diamond support and then to show a void heart. You sort of run out of space. You have to bid 3 clubs first, and if partner doesn't bid, if partner doesn't kind of give you space, you're struggling. You have to agree diamonds at the 4 level and so on. So North gambled that South had 5 diamonds, which agreements with other partners South would have, but not this particular partnership. And so North splintered. South then didn't realise it was a splinter, bid key card. North then showed the void by bidding 6 diamonds and 1 key card. So you're in 6 diamonds, and that's how you got there. You got there very quickly after the poor bidding. So it's obviously not a contract you want to be in. You want to be in 6 clubs, and it's much better if North bids 3 clubs to show. We either show it as extras, non-minimums for 3 clubs. Doesn't necessarily promise full reversing values, but it's definitely extras. And I think with 5-5 in the blacks and 3 card support for partners diamonds, I think you've got that. Anyway. Magnus is in 6 diamonds, and he gets a spade lead. So Magnus won the ace. He roughed a heart, and now he's got to try and avoid losing 2 diamonds. What possibilities are there? There are no legitimate ones. King Queen Doubleton onside or King Queen tight isn't good enough because they've got 4 to the someone else has got 4 to the 10-7. So Magnus played for the only illegitimate chance that probably has a chance of working. Magnus ran the 8 of diamonds. He didn't call for the 9, he just said diamond please partner. So I've got 9-8-X. Now what he's playing for is the hand on his right to have Queen 10x or King 10x and to not cover, because he knows if they cover they're going to promote the 7 wherever the 7 is. Now if they've got King 10 7 they will cover, but when they've got King 10 small or Queen 10 small and Magnus manages to run the 9 or the 8, it's going to force one Anna out and then he can take the finesse. It's exactly what happened. He played it really well, and because we were playing friends, it was quite embarrassing for us to bid and make this. I felt really bad. And it's a bit like winning at poker for the first time. If you win the very first time you play, it's actually bad because it rewards you thinking you're good. Here, every time I bid these ridiculous slams, I'd rather go off. I would rather go off, especially against friends, but we make it. So obviously, lessons haven't been learned. If we go for 200 and we get 0% of the match points and we lose the match, that's a lesson learned. We'll remember that better next time. And so obviously, you learn from your mistakes. In this case, we didn't, but Magnus did play it well. We lost another one. We played some people who were quite wild in the bidding, and we got some decisions wrong. There were a couple of marginal doubles, one our way, one their way. They got a top from theirs, we got a top from ours, and here's ours. So this is your hand. Sort of giving away the answer here, but King 10 5th, Ace 3rd, Queen X, King 3rd, and you to open. You open a spade, you're vulnerable, they're not. Partner responds a no trump, which is wide ranging, like semi-forcing sort of thing. And the hand on your right bids 2 hearts. You haven't got a bid, double will be takeout from you here. You've just got a weak no trump, so you pass. And he goes pass. And partner protects with a double. So what goes through your mind? Well, partner's likely to be like 2, 3, 4, 4. I think that they could have they like to have 2 spades more often than not. I think they could be 2N with, I don't know what 2N would be actually, maybe not. But they like to have both minors. So partners like to be 4, 4, 5, 4 in the minors, some way around or the other, and have some value. So maybe they've got, let's give them a 10 count with 4, 4 in the 5, 4 in the minors, or 4, 4 in the minors, 9 or 10 count or thereabouts. It could be a bit better. I doubt they're going to be much worse. And how many tricks do you envisage making? Well, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, if partner's got 5 clubs, you probably want to bid 3 clubs. But if partner hasn't got 5 clubs, you might not have an 8 card fit. You might have 3 7-card fits. Partner might be something like 2 2 5 4 or 2 3 4 4, and you haven't got fit. And for that reason, I toyed with passing. Passing 2 hearts doubled out. Now, if it goes one off, you just need to get a positive score on this board. If it goes one off, at least you've made a positive score. But if it goes 2 off, you get a top. If it makes, you get a bottom. So you're playing tops or bottoms, sort of. 1 off being somewhere in the middle. And if you pass 2 hearts, what are you leading? Have you got any good leads? Well, partner's going to have some values in diamonds, you'd think. Partner's going to have like 4 or 5 diamonds, and you've got the ace of hearts, so you could probably go queen of diamonds lead, and then when you get in with the ace of hearts, you may be able to play a second diamond, and partner might be able to give you a ruff potentially. So I haven't got a good lead is the issue, but I think that's okay. I think I'm happy to pass and reevaluate it, when I win my ace of hearts to see what to do. And that's what I did. There's the full hand. Declarer got the hearts wrong. They ducked hearts from hand twice. They won the first diamond in hand. I played the queen. It goes small, small king, and they ducked a heart. Now I think if they win the ace of diamonds at trick 1 and play a heart off, they get the hearts right, and they might only go 1 off. The partner was able to switch to spades when they got in, and then when they got in again, we were able to cash out 2 spades. So we made 2 spades, 3 hearts, and 2 clubs for 2 off. So that was a top, but I think 1 off's a good board anyway, because most people are going negative our way, because again we don't really have a good fit. So this is a hand in the match against Andy Cope and Giles. I was south in this picture and I end up in 4 spades. Partner opens a diamond. He bids 3 clubs, opposite a passed hand favourable, so who knows what they've got. You bid 3 spades, you have a pretty good hand, 6 good spades and a hand you would have opened, and partner's opened a diamond. And West bids 3N. Well, what's this? Well, West is just messing about. And we'll come back to that at the end of the hand. Your partner doubles 3N to say it's not making, obviously. So it goes pass, pass. I'm happy to defend 3N double if the rest there. I'll let partner do something else over that. And West runs to 4 clubs, obviously. And partner bids 4 spades. So you're in 4 spades and they lead 6 of diamonds. And we'll just come back to the bidding in a second now. North knows they're messing about. And when you mess about here, you often do it to take up space and confuse the issue. But I think West and North have both made a mistake here. West shouldn't do 3M. West should just bid 4 or 5 clubs, depending on what the hand is. Because when you bid 3N, what you're doing is you're trying to mess them about a bit, but they already know what their fit is. They already know whether they have a spade fit or not, or whether they have a diamond fit or not. And what you do when you bid 3N is you leave the Q bid available. So imagine now that North's bid 4 spades, and if North takes advantage of the fact that West hasn't bid 4 clubs, North can bid 4 clubs to show a good raise in spades. If you look at the North-South hands, well, 6 spades is a pretty good spot. You're going to make 12 top tricks if they lead a club. You're going to make 6 spades, 5 diamonds and an ace. So you've got 12 tricks off the top, you see. Because partner's unlimited for 3 spades, and you've got a decent hand. You've got a 17 count with only ace X of spades, but you've got a source of tricks and an ace in partner's jumpsuit. So when West messes about here, you should probably only mess about when they haven't yet found or described their hand. So maybe one was made a takeout double, and so West might mess about knowing that they haven't necessarily found a fit or whatever. It's a bad bid by West, and then North let it go unpunished by not bidding 4 clubs. And anyway, you're in 4 spades and they lead a diamond. And because we haven't shown we've got a slam on, they didn't lead a club. Now, if they lead a club, they cash their club trick and we make 12. Are there any plays for 13 tricks here? Well, if you count your tricks, you've got 6 spades, 5 diamonds and the ace of hearts. And you've got no finesse or anything like that. So the only way you can make 13 is some sort of deception or a squeeze. So we're going to play for a squeeze. I like squeezes, you know that. And we're going to win trick 1 with the ace of diamonds. It's pretty likely that the 6 of diamonds is a singleton. There's no way they'd lead partner suit if they had like 2 or 3 low or something. So the 6 of diamonds is a singleton, so we're going to try and play for some sort of squeeze. And it being singleton doesn't matter. Partner's diamonds are good enough that we're going to make the rest of the diamonds anyway. And we're going to draw some trumps. We're going to get ace of spades. Everyone follows. Spade. East shows out and plays an encouraging club. So you're pretty sure the ace of clubs is released anyway. Because you've got the king and the jack between. It's unlikely that East is going to be queen empty to 6 or something. You draw another spade, and we draw another spade, throwing a club away, and we draw another spade, throwing a heart away. Now, for the squeeze to operate, you need the threats to be the ace of clubs needs to be, your king of clubs needs to be a threat against the ace of clubs, in which case it feels like it has to be East we're squeezing. I don't think we've got the West is discarding after us, so it won't work against West. And East also needs the king of hearts. If East has the king of hearts and the ace of clubs, we can squeeze them here. It's just a simple positional squeeze. But to do that, we need to cash all our all our tricks ending in the north hand. Okay, if what we can't do is cash our diamonds and end in the south hand for a couple of reasons. One, we wouldn't have an entry to the queen of hearts, and 2, well, yeah, that's it. That's basically it. We wouldn't have an entry to the queen of hearts. So what we're going to do is cash all our tricks, but we're going to cash our spades first. So again, if you're used to squeeze techniques, this is fairly obvious. We need to cash our tricks in the right order, and to rectify the count, well, the count's rectified to get to a position where we've got the squeeze on. And we need to cash our spades first before we cross the dummy and cash the diamond. So we then cash another spade, throwing our last club away, and we play diamonds to dummy. Now you can see that West started with a singleton diamond, Jack, we're going to king of diamonds, queen of diamonds, East plays their last diamond. And now in theory, if the squeeze is going to work, we're going to play the 2 of diamonds and we're going to see the ace of clubs from East. Now if East has
At this point, the king X of hearts and the ace of clubs, they're genuinely squeezed. What do they throw on the two of diamonds? Well, if they bear the king of hearts, I'm just going to throw the king of clubs away and make the last two heart tricks. So what they have to do is throw the ace of clubs away and hope their partner's got the king. So they do that, and I claim the last three tricks. So a chance in the binning where West did something that they've seen work before, but in this particular case, you've got to think about when it will work and when it won't work. And when they've already sort of described their suits and hands out, you know that they've got game on, they're vulnerable. They've bid a 3-3 spades. You've not stopped them showing their values, and they already know what suits they've got, so you shouldn't do that. But the squeeze was worth an above average board. We got like a 60% board for the squeeze, the 13 tricks. If we only made 12, we would have got about a 25% board. So the squeeze is actually quite a big swing in, and it's difficult potentially for West to lead a club when we haven't shown how strong we are.
Steve's just gone through a hand in four spades where we got a decent board, but overall that's it. We didn't do very well. Our opponents are good players and they put pressure on us. They bid to 6N when they've got an 8-card heart fit, a known 8-card heart fit, and they bid to 6M. And so even if we take our ace, we're still getting a bad board. And so Magnus played low when they played the club up, and then they go away. So they made 13, but 12's just a bottom anyway. So well done to them. There was some other stuff as well. I think we let through a part score, but in terms of doing stuff wrong, there wasn't much we did wrong, to be honest. There was a evaluation, and there's this hand here where Magnus opened. This is Magnus's hand. He's got something like King, Queen, Jack to 8 spades, and he's got King X singleton, King X, Ace X or something. Yeah, he's got 8 solid, King X singleton, Ace Jack tight, and Magnus opened it 2 clubs. You sort of do have game in your own hand in spades, as long as you can get to partner's hand and play a heart to the king. You've probably got play for 10 tricks. Partner just needs the queen of hearts or an entry, and then you want to finesse. So Magnus opened it 2 clubs, but the problem with this is he's got no defence, and so he opened 2 clubs. It goes 2 hearts, pass, 3 diamonds, and partner's pass. We haven't actually discussed what it was, but usually it's like 0 to 4 or a penalty pass of hearts. Now it's likely to be 0 to 4 if they're both bidding. I know they're favourable and they bid a lot, these guys. You bid 4, Magnus bid 4 spades, and it goes 5 diamonds, double pass. So partner's doubled 5 diamonds, but because you've game forced, partner, if they passed 5 diamonds, it will be forcing. So partner's going to double 5 diamonds whenever they don't want to bid 5 spades. But if that's the case, are they making 5 diamonds? Probably. I don't know whether Magnus can take some time and think about. Sorry, I've gone a bit quieter in here. I wonder if Magnus can take some time and think about these two. And again, we don't have too many agreements. I don't know whether he's got agreements when he opens 2 clubs what my bids are over interference. If he knows I've either got hearts or a penalty pass of hearts or 0 to 4, he should possibly work out that it's likely to be 0 to 4 here. He's got King X of hearts. Is it likely I'm going to be able to double 2 hearts? He's got very little defence here. How many tricks is he going to make in defence? 1 with 8 of clubs. So he's basically relying when you pass 5 diamonds doubled here. Bear in mind, there's nothing making this hand bid 5 diamonds. They're choosing to do so. So I don't know. When partner's got the ace of hearts, for example, he might make 5 spades. There might be, if partner's got the ace of hearts and another card, and he was trying to double 2 hearts for penalties, maybe you're making 5 spades. But when partner hasn't got this, I think you need to be bidding 5 spades. I think it's who knows? We might even get a bottom there. They're called for 6 diamonds. So we might even get a bottom if we bid 5 spades, because they might then bid 6 diamonds. So at least we don't double that, or we would concede 920 instead of 650 for 5 diamonds doubled at 1. I don't know. We're going to have a little talk about what bids are over interference to our 2-club opener now, and I think it's worth chatting to your partners there. I think default usually pass shows a bust or a penalty pass of what they've interfered with. So you can double with like 5 to 7. You can bid your best suit with 8 or whatever. But yeah, we got a bad one there. I thought they were sacking. They weren't. I had to double. I didn't want partner bidding 5 spades with my balanced 3 count. But yeah, we played again. We're stuck at the bottom of the field, and last time we were stuck near the bottom, we played Gizzy. Then we played Andy Cope and Giles Ip, who are former teammates of mine, pretty good players. You expect them to be near the top, and they weren't. So we've definitely been done in on the draw. And in terms of errors, we didn't make that many. They just played well. So, right, we are 5 matches in, and we've won 1. So we are going to change our fortunes. We're definitely going to change our fortunes. The aim by the end of today, let's get close to average. We finally won 1, and by a lot. We got a 20-0. We defended, they went off. We defended, they went off. They bid a slam, they went off. Magnus pushily bid to a game, it made. Top. Magnus pushily bid to a game, it made. Everything just went well for us. In terms of interesting boards, not too many. There was one to do with good defensive signalling that I might do at a certain point. Maybe I'll think about doing that one, but we're on the trail. So our quest to finish average is still on the cards. We're on 35 after 6. We can finish on 75 after 8, so we can get basically back to average if we get 2 more big wins. So that's the goal. We can do it. And Magnus has said something interesting as well. He basically says that a year ago or 2 years ago, at this particular point, people will be going, "Come on, Magnus, you can do it. Chin up, keep your head, whatever." And then this time he's getting messages like, "Pull your finger out, wake up," with some expletives in there that I'm not going to mention. So, in terms from Magnus's point of view, obviously he's being G'd on a different way than he would be in the past, and I've been trying to do that. We were quite defeated after he was quite defeated after the last match, but now we can do it. We did do it, yeah. One of the things I will mention, especially in a Swiss match, when you're ahead, you don't need to be bidding these thin games. The risk-reward ratio isn't there. If it makes you gain a VP or 2 extra. If it goes off, they're back in the match. So you don't need to push these thin games, especially at match points, when you're already winning the match. So that's probably the only thing I will say, because we did that twice. And the reason we won so heavily is that both games made. One's cold, but it's you shouldn't really want to be in it. And the other one isn't cold, and I managed to wangle it. So yeah, we've got 2 more matches left, and then we're going for a dinner. I don't actually know what restaurant we're going to, but Matt, Andy, myself and Magnus and Jen, I think, are going to some sort of place. I'm going to ask him in a sec. Wonderful match against this gent. He wanted to be on YouTube. How are you doing?
And I would have been doing a lot better if we'd beaten you, obviously. But you got all the cards and you played very well, so well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, he got on the... when Matt and I played in London, which should be up on YouTube now, he kind of got in the background. He wanted to be on TV, give him a wave, but now we actually had a game against him. I was a fish on one board, could have won more. Magnus was a fish on one board, but other than those 2 boards, we did alright. We defended pretty well, and the 2 errors were declare play errors. On one of them, Matt was kibitzing. I think I've got 11 chicks as they defended, and then I claimed 9, so that was good. I didn't claim 9, I didn't even claim, I just went off. And Magnus did something similar. So, if I think about an interesting hand, I'll do that. But yeah, we did well. We bid a slam. Have you got a club control when we bid 6 spades? We probably get there anyway. If you bid 5 diamonds over 4 diamonds, I probably just bid 6 now because I've got controls in every suit. So something like that. So we got to a slam where Magnus doesn't have a club control, but he wandered out with key card, and I happened to luckily have a stiff club, so that was good. He's got a difficult bid, but I think he just Q4 at 5 diamonds. I think probably. We'll see. So we're gonna go to some restaurant, I think. That's it for today. We've done alright today. We're recovered. We got 34 from the last 2 matches, 34 as it stands. Could have been higher. I was a fish. I was a big fish, and yeah, it was really bad. I just had the rest of the chicks, and I didn't take them. So, but yeah, we've had a good day. I like the venue. I like the event. The event's full of people. There's like 78 tables or something like that. So, tons and tons of people, and we've just been at the bottom of it most days. I think we've been a bit unlucky with the draw, but I've said that already. So, tomorrow, aim is probably not to win it, but to maybe just finish above average. We're still quite significantly below average at the moment. We're significantly below average at the moment. We're on like about 50 after 7, so we're about 20 behind. But there's 6 matches tomorrow, so we're going to come back tomorrow and do the best we can. Yeah. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fishy were we?
2 out of 8.
2 out of 8, he says. Oh, okay. That's mean. So that seems like a friendly thing, but it basically means we've been fishy on 2 out of 8 boards. So I think that's pretty accurate. Andy's gone back to do some puzzles. She's going to wander back now. Matt's going to message her, and then it's nice to finish early in the day, isn't it? We're finishing early. Look at the sun. It's still. Oh.
I have looked at the sun.
And Matt has been caught the sun. Let's have a look at your red arm.
Wow.
It's going to hurt tomorrow. All right. See you later.